Tammy Shields is my name, and I'm the Community Action Coordinator from the North Grove. And you are joining me today for the Advocacy Break of the week. And this week, the focus for the Advocacy Break is going to be on coping. So coping is something that, I've talked to a lot of people on the phone about. Coping during the pandemic, coping during, while you're being isolating and at home and without a lot of our kind of regular and everyday supports and services in our lives, coping can be a challenge. And, we've all, I'm sure, experienced some good days in this pandemic and also some bad days. I have myself. And, so coping is something that's important. And, hopefully some of these tips that I have heard from other community members as to how to stay positive and to to support your mental health. Maybe you might want to try some of these different coping strategies that I'm going to share with you. So the first one, and the one that I hear most often, is people are using exercise as a coping strategy. So you're wondering maybe why exercise? Well, because when you exercise, so your heart gets pumping, your blood is flowing through your body, and your brain is releasing those happy hormones. So that is why a lot of times when people are they're really physical or they exercise a lot, they'll say that they'll notice that their mood is a lot better, that they're happier. So yeah, grab your shoes, go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a huge exercise routine. It can be just a walk around the block in your community. Or if you can't go that far, it might be just putting your shoes on and going for a walk around your yard. Just something to get your heart going and your blood pumping and get those happy hormones releasing in your brain. So that's the first one. Something else that I have heard people talk about is to just kind of to try to stay connected. So, it's not necessarily about connecting with somebody in person. It's about finding new and different ways to connect to people. So it could be talking to someone on the phone. It could be, watching an advocacy break with me on the computer. It could be, sending a letter. It could be sliding a note under your neighbor's door if neither one of you have a phone or a computer. It could be putting signs in your window so that people, when they walk by, can see your well wishes. So there's lots of different ways that we can find to communicate with other people. And it is that kind of personal, kind of one-on-one connection, that can really help. So if you can find a way to be connected to somebody, most definitely do that. And, if you feel like you need to chat or you want someone to talk to, you can always give us a call at the number 902-483-7376. And you leave a message and somebody will call you back and you can, have a conversation and get some of that connection that we're missing because we can't be together physically. Something else that I've heard from my mother. So most of you, maybe some of you anyway, would know that my mother is a volunteer at the food center. She is a very busy person. She likes to stay busy and to stay active. Something that she has found has helped her a lot during the pandemic was finding something else to do. So for her, that is adult coloring. So I can honestly tell you that I never thought I would see my mother sitting at the kitchen table coloring in an adult coloring book, but it is just what she needed, something different, something that could keep her busy, to help her structure her day. So she's doing that. So find something new, try a puzzle, try crosswords. It could be knitting, could be, just anything. Look for kind of a new hobby that might help to keep you busy. It could be, start a new, TV series for those of you that have Netflix or borrow some movies from your neighbor if you have a DVD player, all kinds of things. But just find something new, a new hobby or something new that you can do. And I think the one thing, the coping strategy that I'm going to leave you guys with is something that I have started at home. And something that that I have has really been brought to the forefront, in the last year or so. Kind of first at work, it was something that our new executive director, Wendy, got us all doing as a staff. But then that kind of translated into kind of me taking it into my personal life, but is finding something to be grateful or finding a positive every single day and sharing that with somebody else. So for me, that is I share that with my children. So every morning when I get up, I think about something that I'm grateful for. It could be that the sun is shining. It could be that I'm grateful for, having a working coffee maker so that I can have my coffee in the morning. Whatever it is that you might be grateful for, I kind of start my day out with that. And, I really do find that it sets the tone for the day. It just really, when you start things out on the right foot, it really helps to kind of turn my day around. And, for those of you that know me, I have teenage kids. So my kids are not typically up at the same time as I am, but I usually will write my positive down. And when they get up, I will share it with them. And they'll share with me, once one thing that they're grateful for. And then kind of we do the same thing at the end of the day. So before we, settle down for the night, we'll share with each other something that we're grateful for. And again, it's just a nice way to end the day. And you know what? If it's something that you can do on your own. It's something that you can do with a friend, something that you can do with a coworker, something that you can do with your children. And it's totally something that you can do on your own. You can start your day out any way that you choose to. And, starting your day out with something that you're grateful for is just something small and something that will help you kind of build on that positivity for the rest of the day. I hope some of these coping strategies you might find helpful, or you might decide that you want to give them a try. If you do, great. If you don't, that's okay too. I just thought that I would share some of the really great information and coping strategies that I've gotten from talking to all of you wonderful people on the phone. So again, this is Tammy, and I'm going to end the advocacy break here. But don't forget, you can always email me, tshields@thenorthgrove.ca, if you would like to send me suggestions for questions or information that you would like to have during the advocacy break. And the number that we can be reached at is 902-483-7376, and just leave a message and a phone number, and somebody will give you a call back. So I hope you're going to get out and maybe go for a walk in this nice sunny day. I know that that is what I'm going to do. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.